So I'm Philip Watts from Philip Watts Design. We're based in Nottingham, and we make door furniture, which is a really fantastic vehicle for me as a designer to experiment with shape, form, surface finish. It means that we can make sculptures, which is, guess what this all is? It's sort of sculptures that you screw to a door. And that's kind of the philosophy behind our hardware range. It's interesting and exciting, and a door handle, kind of maybe in that order. But its form isn't really talking much about its function at all. In fact, when we do these, we like to do 3 or 4 in different styles, and they just look like they've been blown up a door. Having our workshop here, it is a bit like a garden shed that you can wander down to, and then make whatever you want to make. And I think that's one of the reasons I really love our products, having your own products, because they're clientless. We have no client for them. It's just, I'll make that, and because I want to. And that's really free and rare as a designer, because most of the time you've got a brief, a client, a budget, that sort of thing. With these pieces, it's just, yeah, let's do that. We often say that our hardware is really like jewellery for doors. Yeah, it's kind of an adornment, but it's also the first thing that people see when they come to your house or your business. It's the first thing they touch. It's the first impression. So it's really lovely to engage people straight away. It feels really good to produce something. So stuff that is designed, made, manufactured, toured, produced, packaged, and then sold in the UK from start to finish. It's just a really nice thing. And for a big piece, it's a bit like making a surfboard, or a smaller piece, it's a bit like making jewellery. Once we've done the original, we go, oh yeah, it wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be, but I like it better. We'll take that and we'll get that cast at the foundry, which you saw. And that process is to take the original, ram it up in sand like you're making a sandcastle, in 2 halves, split that half, take the original out, put it back together, heat the metal, pour the liquid metal in the sand, and then you break the sand every time. So every single piece is moulded individually each time, and the mould that you make it in disappears each time, and you have to remake the mould every time. So it's really, really handmade, the process. And it's a process that hasn't really changed since the Bronze Age. So you're kind of making stuff in bronze in a way that it's always been made since people nearly knew what bronze was. Once people know that you can do great things for them that they actually want, they're very happy for you to get involved in the process. It's brilliant. I think that's really, really fun if you can have something that's hugely decorative, very beautiful, but also has a function. I think that's ace, because things that have that duality of being beautiful and interesting, but also functional, that's great design. And it's because what we make is really real. It really is just solid and will last a lifetime. What we hand make in solid materials is off the charts compared to anything you can get retail off the shelf quickly. So, you know, and there is an element of waiting that people tend to accept with what is sort of metal couture. I mean, our pieces are handmade to order, but you can go beyond that and order something handmade that's entirely to size, shape, design of your own from us. And that's when you've really gone to the next level, and it's beyond anything that you could buy off the shelf, because it is a one-off, completely unique.